Hey, what's up guys? So I haven't done this in a while, but I just went to Vaughn's. I picked up some green peas for my goldfish and koi, and we're gonna feed them to them. So I made a video a while ago where I did this, and I realized I haven't done it for a while, so I figured I'd do it again. So the first thing you want to do is defrost the frozen peas. And in the previous video I made where I fed peas to my goldfish, a lot of people asked me if it was okay to feed canned peas to your fish. And the reason that I would probably say no is just because canned foods tend to have a lot of preservatives in them, and you probably don't really want to be feeding those to your fish. So let's go ahead and defrost some of these. I'll show you guys how I do that quickly, and then we'll feed them to my fish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to pour it in a bowl, pour some of it in a bowl. And then I'm just gonna go over here and put some water on it. Let's, just like not that much. Like that's probably fine. And I'm just gonna shake them around so they all have some water on them. And then we're gonna just go ahead and microwave these. Let's just go ahead and try to microwave these for like, I don't know, let's try 20 seconds. So, 20 seconds. All right, they are ready. Let's see if that is good enough. We want them to be soft enough to where we can just kind of, I'll show you guys an example, but ooh, they're a bit hot. I'll leave them for a second. All right, so they're a bit cooler now, so I can actually touch them. And check this out. So this is a pea that I already peeled, and the way I did that is I just went and I took one of these peas. So I'll just grab one like that. I'll take it over here to this plate. I just squeeze it and pop out the inside, and the skin stays separate, and I'll just set the skin aside because I don't want to feed the skin to the fish. And then we're just left with the inside of the pea right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that with all of them. This is gonna take a minute, so I'll just speed through it real quick for you guys. And the reason it is beneficial to feed peas like this to your fish is because well, especially with fancy goldfish, they are kind of prone to swim bladder issues. And one of the leading causes to a fancy goldfish having swim bladder issues is constipation. And feeding your fish peas like this will help with constipation and help relieve that swim bladder issue that they're having. All right guys, so I just finished. So right here I have all the peeled peas, and over here I have all the skins. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take those skins, and we're just gonna throw those in the trash, because we don't want to feed the skins to the fish. I think they're a little too tough, maybe a little difficult to digest. Also, since I do have some smaller goldfish, I'm going to cut some of these up into smaller pieces, just to make sure that the smaller ones can get some too. Okay, we're all ready. Let's go out to the pool pond and we'll feed these to my fish. It's super hard to see the fish eating them because the glare is so bad right now. And also the peas sink, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, try to watch out. They are eating them. Nice. Let's throw some over there. And there you have it. They ate everything on that plate. So yeah, as you guys see, I have mostly long-bodied goldfish. I only have one fancy goldfish. And none of my fish are like suffering from any sort of like swim bladder disorder at the moment. But you know, feeding them peas every once in a while is like a healthy alternative or healthy treat just to give them every once in a while. So I'm gonna try to do that every once in a while. And before I continue with this video, I have some shout outs that I have to do. So let me just grab my my notes really quick so I make sure I get everybody. So here are my shout outs for the Aquamigos today. I have a shout out for J Plateface Videos. I have a shout out for Joshua Santos, and I have a shout out for Love My Fins and Feathers. So thank you guys so much for being Aquamigos. I really appreciate your support. Your support means a lot to me, and if there is anyone watching this video who would like a shout out in my next fish video, I post new fish videos every Friday. All you have to do is go down to the comments below and comment, "I am an Aquamigo," and I will shout you out in next Friday's fish video. And I actually want to talk to you guys really quick about this tank right here. This tank has not been an easy tank for me. So long story short, guys, I moved the remaining fish from this tank into my 20 gallon. If you guys remember, just over a month ago, I got some new Endler guppies and female guppies for this tank. And the day after I got them, I noticed that I could not find one of the female guppies. I looked everywhere, I could not find it. I checked the parameters of the tank because, you know, I assumed that it died, and it did die. But the strangest thing is I could not find it in here. There was a slight ammonia spike around 0.5, and I figured all the other parameters seemed okay. Just an ammonia spike of about 0.5. I figured, okay, that should resolve itself pretty soon. You know, it's probably just an ammonia spike from that dead guppy in here that I could not find anywhere. Long story short, it was sometime last week I noticed that there was a sudden algae bloom on the tank. My fish started acting kind of lethargically, and I could only find 2 of the guppies. Check the parameters, we had a massive ammonia spike. My pH dropped a ton, usually it's around 8.2 or something. It was down at like 3 or something like that. So I got the remaining guppies that were still alive. I was only able to save 2 females and probably about 2 dozen fry. So I took them all out of here and put them into my 20 gallon with my fancy guppies. So here we are at my 20 gallons, so now all my guppies are in here. I actually also have some extra plants in this tank because when I was moving the guppies, I had to take everything out of my 15 gallon. Yeah, I just had to take everything out of this 15 gallon so that I could catch the remaining guppies because they were so hard to catch. I took out all the plants, the decoration, everything. But as you can see, I still somehow missed some. There's like a fry back there. There are still some like really tiny fries that I was not able to get. So I'll see what happens with those. And that kind of brings me into the last thing I want to talk about in this video. In next week's video, I want to set up the mini pond. I've talked about it a little bit, but let's go up there and I'll show you what I'm talking about in case you don't know what I'm talking about. But long story short, I want to set up my mini pond to keep some guppies outside for the rest of the summer. I know it's already August, so I'm only going to be able to keep them outside for maybe another 2.5 months. So it's just gonna be like a temporary thing, but nonetheless, I think it would be pretty fun to set up. And this is what I'm going to use right here. It's a 35 gallon pre-molded pond liner that I got from Home Depot for like, I think it was $35. I've shown it a lot on my channel, but basically that's what I'm going to use. And I kind of want to experiment with using this pump, this 250 gallon per hour pump that I've had for a while. And I kind of want to build my own filter. I have an idea for a filter, but the only thing I'm kind of worried about is that this pump might be a little too strong for that. So I'm going to test it out right now. And if it is too strong, I'll have to order a smaller pump for next week's video. But let's just go ahead and test this one out really quick, because that would be pretty cool if I could just use this one. Alright guys, so that's probably about how full it will be. Let's go ahead and plug it in and we'll see how the flow is. Alright guys, so it doesn't feel like it's too strong. I think this might work out perfectly. Yeah, this is probably like perfect for this pond. We're getting a good amount of surface agitation, and it's not, you know, of course not spraying outside of the pond. So yeah, I think this is going to work out perfectly for what I want to do. So make sure that you stay tuned for next Friday, because next Friday I'm going to be doing a very simple filter build. I think it'll work perfectly for what I need it for, and we'll go ahead and set up that guppy pond really nice. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to be just about it for this video. If you did like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you'd like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure to go down there and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notifications button. Once again, I post new fish videos every Friday. I call it Fish Fridays. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here. It's @YT_Tobias. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.